Daylight Dave, hey, Backfire Road, hey, welcome to 2023, and man, it's been an interesting first month and a few days. I took a hit there, and 1st of January with the weather here in Sacramento. Luckily, my tree did not crash into my layout room, and it was only about 20-25 feet tall anyways. But I've been working on that, working on my fence that went down. And hey, I got good news and bad news. The bad news was after the derailment, after the weather here in Sacramento, you got it. Back 5 way to file for Chapter 11. We're in reorganization, and I got my job back. Sweet! Hey, so I'm just going to do a layout overview, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how I throw my switches using my throttle, and that's for Desert Day, buddy. That'll be for you at the end. Okay, let's get started. Where am I at? So my layout is based on the Bay Area and Central Valley area, and I'm going to start here at, this is Oakland, West Oakland in particular, and we're currently unloading coal for export. As you guys know, ports adapt to whatever they can adapt to, whatever they can make money. So we're coming through West Oakland. This is just a big U-shaped yard. This is my local switching yard. West Oakland intermodal facility. In the back, 2 MT, 2 main tracks. All my control points except for the one up in Stockton. I'll show you that. I'll get to that. Have tortoises, remote switches, and functioning signals. I've got a total of currently 72 functioning signals on the layout. And I've got a total of, this is a CP 10th Street, and I call it 10 on my throttle. So, and I've got a total of 12 different control points. 12 or 13, something like that. Arrival and departure tracks right here. Engine facility roundhouse. I modeled the railroads after the SP and the WP. And we're currently in ownership of the UP, so the UP's taking over my railroad, so we're seeing more and more UP engines. Older, different road powers getting painted into UP colors. Gotta love that yellow. Oh man, we got CSX engine. What are you doing here, buddy? This station's actually modeled after the old station that was in Jack London Square that no longer exists. Not 100% sure on that. There is a station that exists that turned into a restaurant, but I'm not sure if that came from East Oakland or Jack London Square. So, but looks similar to that. You know, that's based on, I think this is just a Walters kid. So, bought that at a train show a number of years ago. Anyways, this is here. I'll back up here. CP20, control point 20. And again, all my switches have tortoises at the control points. In the yard, no, I just hand throw them. I have over, and I'll look it up here, over 200 switches on the layout, so I'm not going to put switch machines in all of them. So this is the Embarcadero line, ConAgra here, and get the name of this. I call it CMEX, if you could read that. So Embarcadero line just kind of goes back there, and we're going to curve around. We're going to go over to East Oakland. Oh, here's the other side of my layout too, by the way. Let that focus for a second. 3 levels. As you can see, there's a 3rd level up there. And I'll get to the upper level eventually. So there's the other side of my layout. Layout room. Okay. Well, I'll get to the Tidewater. As you can tell, I'm kind of doing some work here. Okay, East Oakland. East Oakland, baby. East Oakland is... let's just say it's a pretty rough area, so I try to make it a pretty rough area as it is and as it once existed. Oh, I didn't turn my traffic lights on. Maybe that could work too. Just have a lot of industries out here. Now it's all gone to containers, so most of the industries have disappeared. Still a few out there, but not much. But so now we're at CP30, Fruitvale, control point. Got double crossovers here. Got power sitting here waiting. We got Sunshine and Nabisco products here. Taking flour and sugar and corn syrup and all that good kind of stuff. Coming around the curve here. Oh, by the way, in the back here, that's the old SP line. It's been downgraded. 20 mile an hour track, 10 mile an hour over the diamond there at Melrose. Not used that much except used by the locals, so that cuts in here at south end of Fruitvale. This is going to be Union City, where all these engines are eventually. And then we're going to peel around. You kind of go from Fruitvale, kind of the south end of Oakland, or Easton, whatever you want to say. And then it kind of goes, it cuts in over Centerville line. So it's the old Centerville line that's been upgraded. The Fremont U.S. Jib plant did that during COVID. Took out all these tracks and redid everything. So I kind of wanted to make just have one big sprawling industry and, make some smooth, gentle curves. So that's what I hope to do, and that's what I pretty much accomplished. So I'm very happy with how this came out. Lake Algae. Cutting up here to Niles Junction. There's Mr. Bedella. He's always hanging out. He's a good guy, man. He works 24/7. Cool. So this is going to swing around. We're going to go down to Warm Springs. Hook a right here. And this is Warm Springs Yard. With my stuff laying all over the place. Put the power over there. That's my back 5 BACV leasing company. I have the capability, I've got a reverse loop back here behind the helix, and it just swings around to that back track where the bridge is at. So now these 2 tracks going right here, they go up the helix. And 9.5 rotation helix. I had to look up how many switches. I was curious. I keep notes on my whiteboard. I got a couple whiteboards here, so it helps me with all my information. Anyways, 272 switches, that's what I got. I'm sorry, that's what I have. This is my helix in a nutshell. And I'll go to the upper level. So, on the outer track, come out here. This is T1, Tunnel 1. And we dive into T2, right there. That's Baba. He's always hanging out. He's been getting a lot. We're getting totally rained on, let's just put it that way. Had rain this past weekend again. Oh, by the way, down here at Niles Junction, so that's all CP40, all 40 switches and 40 signals. CP40. Coming up here, there's a crossover, and I got to raise this up because this is above eye level. Just one crossover. That's eye level, so I can't see it, but just one crossover there, and CP60. CP60. Oops. I know what I missed. CP50. CP40. Forgot to tell you that back in Fremont. Now I'm really confusing you guys. Hang on. Well, CP60, that's where my golden spike was. I ended up built the helix, and this was my connecting section, so I haven't done much with it other than I just wanted to connect it, well, 3 levels, I guess. So, and we're going to go to Pleasanton behind this other whiteboard. Oh, here's some steps here. I've got 3 steps going up to my upper level. This is a mushroom design right here. Eventually, I was thinking I was going to put San Francisco in here, but I don't know. I got so much work to do in the layout. Maybe someday. Another level here, and then above it is Pleasanton. So let's go up the steps here. 1, 2, 3. This folds down. This is kind of cool. I can fold this thing down, and then I can lock people in so nobody falls down the steps. That's kind of my little design here, and it has a safety chain that hooks in right there. So works out real good. Keeps people safe from falling. That's my design there. Yeah, we still haven't cleaned up the cars there. I haven't been in the layout room too much over the past month, so. Anyways, oh, we got the cops still out here. Man, I forgot about you guys still sitting out here. Pleasanton did not have a cement place, but I have a cement place. It's more of a gravel place. Quarry, so CP70, all the switches here. CP70, the mainline switches, which is actually just 2. There's one right there, and there's one right there. That crosses me over. This is the old WP on the right, and SP on the left, and this is called Radom. Used to go to the San Ramon branch. Going up the San Ramon Valley. Here's my rock quarry. Okay, got that? Look in the other direction. Okay, hang on. Okay, as you can read, Livermore SP kind of cuts below here. This is right at 6 feet, but anybody taller than 6 feet, I put that little red flag there. And I am able to drop that if I want, but I've really never had a need to drop that lower level. Anyways, Altamont Bridge, you guys have seen that. Cruising along. Altamont Bridge is the old WPSP went below it. It's been abandoned. Come along here. Altamont used to have a station, old station similar to the old typical SP stations. I've got another helix. This goes up 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4. Call it 4. Anyways, we'll get to that. Midway siding. We got some WP action in midway siding right here. These are controlled by my old panel, and I'll show that after I kind of cruise along here. Need some backdrops here. I just kind of do what I feel like doing, working on, so it's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. So, but eventually I get around it. Anyways, so this is East Midway here, and my old CTC panel. The only thing that's functioning, I pretty much decommissioned it, but I left Midway in there. It works out the panel, so it's got code buttons. You can code it and throw the switches, throw the signals there and everything. So cool. In case you guys are lost, so we're coming down the hill here, going to Stockton. So this is what I've been working on when I started it here last month, about a month ago. And anyways, I cut in a diamond. This is Tracy area and Lyeth. It's called Lyeth for the diamond. And the old California Northern was the old SP that crossed there. Then California Northern was, I don't know if they leased it or how all that worked, but they were there for a while. And by the way, I painted that engine. Man, it took a long time to paint that darn thing and stripe it. But anyway, so I figured I got to incorporate him. So California Northern, and I think another short line owns it now. And I haven't kept track of it. Cochrane, this is called Cochrane. And I've been working on the screen here and plaster eventually. San Joaquin River, coming down, dropping down. Back there is Lathrop, as you can see, SP, WP. Oh, WP yard, UP yard is in effect right here. Local traffic mainly. It's got an intermodal place. Back there's the old SP yard. It's pretty much gone. So I'm just using it for storing cars, old SP cars. And I don't really go back there. It's too hard to reach back there anyway. So, okay, hey, forgot. CP, so this is going to be CP 90s. This is McKinley. This is all control point McKinley here. And this is, hang on, CPF 091. These guys right here, and I got a pot signal. That's usually just flashing red so guys can work the yard lead. And then the main line, the old WP main line is where the taller signal is right there. So controlled by the dispatcher. Looking the other direction there. CP Hunter Street with the cantilever bridge. Intermodal. So I get kind of shaky here. And this is I don't know, I was listening to TV for a second. Stockton, the Stockton engine facility. So these are all power routing switches, so it's kind of nice. So I can just throw the switch and kill all the engines. So I'm sucking all the power off my boosters. I've got 3 boosters, and I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, so we're cruising along here and crossing over the BNSF, coming out here. The old WP right away, I actually had it there, and I tore it out just like the railroad did. BNSF tracks peel off, and it's actually just another reverse loop. And BNSF diamond, pretty cool. Look in the other direction. Now we're coming through kind of North Stockton area. CP Market's back there. And a little scratch-built chemical company. More engines just sitting around. Ace Station's right back there. It's actually painted blue. That's similar color as I saw the roof is anyways on Google Earth. And then we go back to staging. Kind of look in the other direction. Okay, since I'm here, I might as well peel off Stockton Terminal Eastern and CCT. CCT has trackage rights currently on my Stockton Terminal Eastern. Hey, by the way, hey, Desert Dave, I'm going to do a separate video for you because I'm already into this for 15 minutes. So just to let you know, I'll try to do it right after this and post them about the same time. Anyway, so this is Linden, technically the old ST&E. Crossing over Duck Creek, which once existed, was torn up, but I reinstalled it because we put an ethanol plant out here at downtown Belota. Belota Ethanol, that's what I call this out here. An old Amador Central engine. Hey, Dave the Wave, I forgot to ask you, where'd you get the decals for your Amador Central engine? I'll ask you when you come out here. Hopefully we'll do an op session next month with you guys. Anyways, okay, hang on. We're going to go back to Stockton. Well, I got to show this old ST&E engine. Pretty cool, I painted that. Easy paint job. Easy cheesy. Except, you know, I put in a decoder, and it's always on this side. The first decoder I put in, I almost caught fire. It melted the cab just a speck. You can't really see it, I guess. But, yeah, there's a little story about that. So, it's got a second decoder in. Okay, back at Stockton. Cruising along. We're going kind of, well, say in a southeast direction. And we're going down the old Tidewater. This is what I've been working on. I worked on it in December, not much since. But as you can see, I have an industry here. I use the larger cork, Midwest cork road bed, and then this is just cork. I bought it at Michael's. It's like a 2 foot, I don't know, was it 2 foot by 4 foot? I just cut it up with the scissors. Another industry, there's a steel kind of place that takes in steel coil cars, so I figured I got to incorporate that. Old fluorescent balances, and they make great weights. You know, you just drop these things on, and they're heavy. They're really heavy, so as you guys probably know. Crossing over a little creek there. And this is kind of how this is all going to flow. Kind of a mess right here. Be a bridge there. Put in a bridge and get in here. What I'll do here is I'm going to do the same thing that I did down here with my bridge. I'll do something like this just to kind of make it look all pretty for the fascia. Okay, cruising along. And I'm checking the time because I got to make a run to get my prescription. But okay, Tidewater, this is the Escalon area, and there's a curve and a gas station out here. It's probably still there. Some of the industries on the Tidewater, this is more of a finished off area. Here's one of the industries. This is a tomato packing place. And I forgot the name. Oh, Eckerd Cold Storage here. There's the real building up there. Try to model after that. Cool stuff. Corone, another business. Cruising along. This once existed, I know. Oh, we got some people in. We got people down. People down. There's the actual building right there. And they took out this gantry crane, and I think that single industry track is there. Okay, we're going to North Modesto. This isn't too finished back here, but a few years back, I ended up putting in a balloon track. And this can handle 36 cars, not including the power, so oh, I don't know, I usually run about a 32 car grain train. I can stash it in here, and it just cuts back around. You cut off the power, you take the power back to Stockton, so it works out pretty cool. Here's an overview map of the map that I model. You can see all that. I know there's some reflection. There's my kid off to the right. She's a little older, that late 20s now. And this is Mr. Fumble. Good morning, Mr. Fumble. Hey, Mr. Fox, buddy. Hey, Chelsea's doing good. Thanks for the name, too. Recommendation of the name. So, she's crazy, but yeah. They all chase each other around, so. Oh, I want to say thank you to Tomar. They sent me a nice email yesterday. Tomar Industries. They make some really cool signals, but man, I always had to have a semaphore or semaphores. But they said, hey, we love your videos. The whole family watches them and stuff. So I really appreciate that. So I'll thank them on the email too. Oh, this is warm springs, by the way. Look in the other direction. Oh, here at Linden, another staging yard, 3-track staging yard. In fact, there's my grain train sitting right there. And this actually, I have a bridge that I can use to cross to this point here. But honestly, I very rarely put in the bridge because I just kind of make it a point-to-point operation. And it works out just fine. So, but I can put in a bridge. And I can put, well, here I can put in a bridge, or I do put in a bridge because this is the CCT, ST&E. So, and that just crosses right back over there again. Okay, guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to cut this off because I'm going to do a quick video for Desert Dave. If you are interested in it, I'm just going to talk about NCE and how I throw all my control point switches with my throttle. I use a Pro Cab. Oh, yeah, in fact, hang on. I'm putting in a decoder in my E8. I guess that's what it is. But there's the Pro Cab. There's my main command station on the right, and then on the left is a booster, built-in booster. That's all that works. Okay, guys, I don't know what else to tell you. Here's my peeps, and we'll get back to work here soon, man. Chapter 11, hopefully we'll get back to normal again. Yeah, appreciate everybody, and hey, I missed you guys. Missed the nice comments, too, and you guys have kind of been checking on me, make sure I'm okay, but yeah, man, I made it. Lost my power for like 3 separate nights, and I go, oh, man, it was brutal. But in the meantime, hey, Daylight Dave! Signing out, guys. Take care.